Good evening, everybody. So here we have Mr. Mohit Saxena. He's the head HR from the Bajaj Energy. First of all, welcome to the India HR Summit and Awards.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure being here. Thank you so much.
So, how was your overall experience in the India HR Summit and Awards?
So I think it's day one of the India HR Summit and Awards, and it's been an interesting session all throughout. I'd been attending one or two sessions. We have industry leaders from various organizations who are here sharing perspectives about changing trends, new technologies, and things happening in the HR landscape. That's pretty interesting. So cross collaboration of best practices is one of the good outcomes of this workshop.
Thank you so much. So, being an industry expert, how do you see HR industry in next 5 years?
So if you say HR industry in terms of HR, because the in our country, India, it's at no, cut it off, cut this, retake. You want me to answer about HR industry or want me to answer about industry and HR outlook in next 5 years?
HR industry.
HR industry मतलब HR वालों के बारे में.
How, what will be their future plans and everything?
HR के बारे में, ठीक है. चलो कम. Yeah.
So ये वाला
फिर से पूछो.
पूरा स्टार्टिंग से.
हाँ, थर्ड क्वेश्चन. वो तो कट हो जाएगा ना, पहला वाला वो आ जाएगा. हाँ.
So being an industry expert, how do you see HR industry in next 5 years?
So in next 5 years, there's a lot of changes which is happening in the landscape within the country. There are a lot of companies globally which are actually seeing India as their place of origin in terms of setting up new factories, setting up incubation centers, innovation centers. So from the HR perspective, HR will have to play a very vital role in terms of looking at getting in the right talent, looking at cross-cultural changes which are coming in, looking at technology, digitization, AI, all which will have to play a major role in the business success. So the HR guys will also need to unlearn and learn new things, new skills, and look at how they can adapt the best practices by keeping the human touch in place. So that's going to be a new wave of learning even for them. And I see it very exciting and progressing for all of them. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that. And would you like to share your current thoughts on the opportunities and the challenges in the Indian market?
Again, this relates to the answer which I've shared earlier, because there's a lot of development happening, a lot of growth happening, a lot of innovation which is going to happen. Added to it, there is a lot of change which is happening in the technology. Things which never changed 10 years, 12 years, 20 years back are changing in a span of 5 years. So with this changing landscape, the skill sets which will be required will be very different. The kind of jobs and skills which will be required, the knowledge which will be required will be different. The old jobs which were existing, which are more people driven, desk driven, probably may get eliminated. The kind of work environments which we have, remote working, hybrid working, use of technology, is going to pose in new learning challenges for the individuals. So the young millennials and the Zen alphas who come up with that unique ability of grasping things quick will be able to make a good fortune out of it if they are focused towards the right directions. So I see it as a promising and emerging phase for the country, the individuals, the professionals and the youngsters to come in, and pretty excited to be part of this phase.
Thank you for your expertise, and it was a pleasure to have you over here.
Thank you.
Thank you.